She's not dead, she's very much alive, but she just hasn't come out with any new music in a while. Hello and welcome to another installment of Vinny Views. I am Vinny and today is another Second Chance Saturday. I'm going to be looking at Stacie Orrico. Yes, the Stacie Orrico. We were like, where the hell's she been? Exactly, that's why we're giving her a second chance, because she didn't get the chance she deserved when she was here. She originally came out like early 2000s. She came out with this album called Genuine, which was like total epitome of like 2000s pop Christian music. It wasn't a super popular album. She had like one song that like really made it sort of big. Don't look at me, look at him. But it wasn't until her second album, the self-titled Stacie Orrico, came out in 2003 with the hit song Stuck. I'm stuck. And There's Gotta Be More to Life. That really kind of put her on the map. The Stacie Orrico album was very poppy, very catchy. It still had, you know, the Christian pop elements of it, but in general, it didn't really feel like it. It didn't feel too preachy. It was very danceable, catchy pop music. Once an album is successful or once something is really good, you want to come up with the follow-up. So Stacie Orrico was, you know, working on an album for years and years, and she finally came out with this album called Beautiful Awakening in 2006. But it was never released in the United States. It was only released in Japan. It kept getting delayed in the United States. Well, and finally, it was released in the US, but only at Walmart in January of 2007. I finally was able to get a copy. That was my sophomore year of high school. And from the first album, Stacie Orrico, to the second album, it's such a like maturing step in her career. The album is mostly filled with R&B, pop ballads, and these kind of mid-tempo numbers. Musically, from beginning to end, has this consistent flow. I'm all about flow in albums, and the great albums are the ones that take you on this journey from track 1 all the way to track 12 in this instance. It was such a great album, but no one got to hear it unless you were in Japan or Europe or at Walmart in January of 2007. So I'm shedding light on this album. It's still, I think it's available on Amazon, but you can also look up on YouTube and you can find all of her tracks, because Beautiful Awakening is one of my favorite albums. On the Stacie Orrico album, my favorite single is the first single, which is Stuck. I hate you, but I love you. I can't stop thinking. I hate you, but I love you. I can't stop thinking of you. I'm stuck on you. It's this poppy, angsty, rock-tinged pop song about, you know, being stuck in love, and her vocals soar and are so strong and so fiery and so full of angst and love. It's just a really catchy song, and again, it is like the epitome of early 2000s pop music. My favorite song on the entire album, though, is this song called Instead. To see what you see when you look at me, 'cause I could've lived your life instead. Got a really positive message about, you know, walking in somebody's shoes before you judge them. You know, not judging a book by its cover. It makes you think. But it's also a pretty cool song, and in the same vein as Stuck, where it's kind of this rock-tinged pop song, Instead has that same kind of thing, but it goes a little darker music. On the Beautiful Awakening album, my favorite single is the second single called So Simple. True to life, true to me, the way it's got to be. So simple, oh yeah, yeah. This really just happy-go-lucky song about finding the simple things in life. Again, just a great message to have. And it just has this little, you know, sunshiny rhythm, this sunshiny music that you just, you know, just want to smile when you hear it. It's so good. My favorite song on the album, though, is when she gets a little more soul into it, a little more sex appeal, and it's called Take Me Away. Please take me away with you. And it's just got this nice little groove bounce to it. Maybe it's a little too codependent on the other partner, but it's such a romantic song, and it just puts you in a really good vibe, and it just makes you want to just bob your head. I've read here and there that she's working on new music on her own, but nothing compares to these two albums, and I hope that someday soon we get to hear her again. I would love for people to recognize, especially the Beautiful Awakening album, just really recognize how great of an album it is, because it is. That is all for this installment of Vinny Views. Until next time, bye!
1, 2, 3, hit, 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 man.
Stuck on you.